The moment your CEO calls the team a family, you are stepping into a trap. They use corporate culture to justify a toxic work environment. You do not have a family here. You have a liability. You are not failing. You are highly competent. And that is exactly why you are being exploited. You are the one carrying the dead weight. Meanwhile, the founder treats the open plan office like a personal living room. You know the exact scenario. That mandatory optional Thursday night happy hour. The one where leaving at 6 p.m. just to salvage a shred of your work-life balance is treated as a subtle betrayal, a quiet strike against the collective. They weaponize your competence. You produce the deliverables, you close the gaps. In return, they offer emotional manipulation disguised as loyalty. Doing good work does not build leverage, it builds dependency. Coming up, I will show you the exact vendor protocol to strip them of this emotional leverage and permanently flip the power dynamic. Right now, you are playing by rules designed to bleed you dry. The HR department loves the script. Culture is our #1 asset. We take care of our own. It is a calculated lie, an optics game designed to keep overhead low. When they call you family, they erase the professional boundary, the exact boundary that forces them to pay for your actual output. A real family offers unconditional security. They protect you when you are weak. This family, they lay you off via a locked Slack account on a random Tuesday morning. The trap is strictly psychological. Accept the label of family and you accept the role of the obedient child. You stop asking for raises, you stop fighting scope creep, you absorb the institutional anxiety because you think it makes you indispensable. It does not. This ends today. We are initiating the vendor protocol. You are no longer an employee, you are a B2B service provider. You incorporated. They are not your family, they are a client. And clients do not get family discounts. Here is the cold intelligence analysis. Managers lean on the family narrative because it is a cheap vulnerability exploit. It targets your inherent human desire for belonging. If they can make you feel like a vital pillar of the community, you will work 50-hour weeks for a 30-hour salary. The asymmetry is staggering. They get free labor, you get a slice of cold pizza, and a shout-out in the monthly all-hands meeting. The vendor protocol operates on strategic distance. You will execute 3 tactical steps to enforce this asymmetry in your favor. Step 1. The flat affect response. When a manager attempts to inject emotion into a business request, you strip the emotion out. You mirror nothing. You become a blank, polite wall of professionalism. Step 2. The scope baseline. Vendors do not do favors. Vendors require change orders. When the founder casually drops a weekend project on your desk, you do not smile and nod. You quantify it. You establish the exact cost. Step 3. The ghost exit. You do not explain your absence at the mandatory optional events. You do not apologize. Apologies signal submission. You simply do not exist in their space outside of contracted hours. Look at the VP of Finance. Watching the typing bubble from his account start and stop for 3 minutes straight at 5:45 p.m. on a Friday. He finally drops a massive favor in your inbox. He uses exclamation points. He calls you a lifesaver. He is testing the perimeter. He is testing your vulnerability. If you respond with enthusiasm, you lose the power dynamic. You are the child eager to please the parent. The vendor protocol blocks this instantly. A vendor does not care about the artificial emergency. A vendor cares about the service level agreement. Here is the exact execution. This is how you create the leverage. Tomorrow, your manager is going to approach you. They will lean on the desk. They will use the collective we. When your boss says, "We really need you to step up and push through this weekend for the family," you do not argue. You do not get defensive. You say exactly this: "I can allocate 4 hours to this on Monday morning." Let me know which of my current deliverables you want deprioritized. Silence. Hard stop. Do not fill the quiet. Do not soften it with a polite little laugh. Let them sit in the discomfort of a professional boundary. If they push back, if they try to induce guilt, if they say, "Come on, we all wear a lot of hats here," you hold the line. You say exactly this: "My current bandwidth is fully allocated. If the scope of my role is expanding, let's schedule a meeting to review my compensation structure." Checkmate. You just force them to put a price tag on their emotional manipulation. They will back down, they always do. Bullies hate paper trails, they hate liabilities, they want the favor, they do not want the invoice. Before we move to the psychological defense, think about your own situation. What is the biggest favor you have done for your work family that you will never get back? Drop it in the comments. I track the patterns. Let's expose the metrics they use against you. Why does the vendor protocol work so flawlessly? It breaks the emotional leverage at the root. The family narrative is a parasitic structure. It requires your active participation to survive. It needs you to feel guilty. When you operate as a business, you remove the handle they use to grab you. There is no guilt in a B2B transaction. There is only an exchange of value. Your manager will experience a system shock. At first, they will be confused by the strategic distance. They might even try to pressure you. They will say, "You aren't being a team player, let them talk. It is just noise." The optics of your flawless work will protect you. By refusing to play the obedient child, you force them into a corner. They cannot penalize you for being highly professional. They cannot fire a vendor who delivers perfectly on the agreed contract. What happens instead is a shift in the power dynamic. You become untouchable. They stop asking you for favors. They start targeting the next vulnerable employee who has not figured out the game. You trade empty popularity for concrete respect. You reclaim your time. The family culture trap is how you stop the immediate bleeding. But the moment they realize they can't exploit your time, they will pivot to the false promotion promise. Click the video on your screen right now, and I'll give you the exact protocol to neutralize that trap before it closes.